Hello and welcome to the We Recommend podcast. This is a movie podcast where every week we recommend a movie for you to watch and then come back here and listen to us discuss. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Jason. Don't be a cop if you want to live to be at 100.
You want this line on the recruitment poster? Because this week we recommend Police Story, baby!
Police Story, baby.
Yeah, Police Story, baby.
It's
It's my favorite version of this movie.
Kung Fu babies.
Did you,
Attack.
Jason, you've never seen this?
No.
Is it not amazing?
I thought it was genuinely a good movie.
It's thoroughly a good movie.
It
It's
is.
funny. The action
Yeah.
is awesome.
I like, even though it's kind of old, like the comedy was pretty good.
Was great. Jackie
Yeah.
Chan's one of the funniest actors we've ever had,
Yeah.
and we do not appreciate him enough.
No,
even though
we don't.
everybody loves him, but it's every time you think of Jackie Chan, you're like, oh yeah, he makes a like silly Rush Hour movie, right? Where it's like cool, but it's like funny and like early 2000. It's like, hey, this guy's been funny since the 70s, baby.
Is that
great.
when this movie was made?
This was 1984.
Nice.
Yeah, 84.
This is better. It was better than a lot of movies from that era.
Yeah. And it's wild that to think that like I think they were kind of making better action movies overseas in the 80s than they were over here. Because there's still like a realism to this movie versus if you watch like Tango or and Cash and like even though Point Break was 90s, it's just like, okay, this is silly.
Yeah.
And they're just over here like, yeah, we're just making fun police story movies and things like that.
I immediately thought of Point Break whenever he was in the beginning action scene when he always fires up in the air,
Yeah.
right? Instead of shooting into a bunch of people, like like they do in Point Break.
What do you mean? That's totally normal.
No.
That's what you should be doing. We have to catch the bad guys in America.
But he didn't catch them.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those things that when you watch this movie, when you think of, kung fu movies or like, mixed martial arts movies and things, you always think, oh, back in the day, way back when, when we didn't really even have cars or anything. People were just running around, chopping each other and stuff like that. When you think of like foreign, martial arts movies or kung fu movies and things like that, you always think of like, Enter the Dragon or whatever,
I think it
like
was
old-timey things.
Asian.
So you never really think about like, oh yeah, they were probably using the same type of moves, like for the policemen and stuff. Like that's what's going to be their hand-to-hand combat. So it's like very interesting to see in a movie. Like, oh yeah, they still might fight like that. I don't know if they do, of course.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but
'Cause
it's fun to see in a movie.
I wonder if it was like in China, like Japan, where they don't allow people to have guns. But
Yeah, I didn't
only
even-
the police are allowed to have guns.
Yeah.
Unlike the military. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like super. It's just kind of fun to see a little drug, movie.
A little drug
Back-
movie.
Little drug movie. Yeah. So, what do you think about the way like Jackie Chan fights? Is it not? It is wild how, I don't know, flawless it looks, but also at the same time, it looks like he has no idea what it's like about to happen. It's so
flying.
seamless.
Yeah.
Everything he does. And it's fun at the end of the credits when you see him like try, just like the pencil on the desk and he like kicks it with his foot and he tries to catch it while he's got all these phones. In the movie, it's just like, that was probably first try, but he's had to do it like 15 times
Yeah.
probably. But because he's so charismatic and
Yeah.
smooth, but also hilarious at the same time. And I think it's also when they fight, they have that like, it's so spastic, but then when they're doing the moves, it's so smooth. It's wild to watch.
I love how because he'll go from one guy and then like something like the girl's getting taken, so he'll jump over here, kick him in the face, then jump back over here and kick that other guy in
Yeah,
the
and you
face.
see all the bad guys going like, where the hell does he keep going? It's just, and I guess it's also because they're kind of wearing suits when they're fighting, so it's even, it kind of adds to the chaos, like just visually. But man, there's something so fun about his fighting style
Yes.
and like just his fights in general, and they're so creative.
Yeah, very creative.
It is wild, just like with him with like the clothes hanger thing, like in the department store. They're trying to hit him with bats. He's just like spinning it around, and it's like,
And he takes the umbrella off that one dude.
Yeah, it's like, this man is amazing. This is wild. And of course, it's always fun to like learn that he got so hurt during every single movie he's ever filmed, essentially, because if he does something and it missed, the actual thing hits him in the head.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of Rush Hour, where like because they do this same, they show the bloopers at the end.
Yeah,
during the credits.
Every Jackie Chan movie does. It's amazing.
So much.
Yeah, it's like we need to bring that back. Like the John Wick movies needed this. Just see it. Keanu Reeves just accidentally hit himself in the head with a gun. It'll of course take you out of the movie, but who cares, right? It's a movie.
Yeah, I've hit myself with when I was a kid. I was squirrel hunting and I shot, but the gun was so small I couldn't hold it on my shoulder, so I held it up in front of my face and it just hit me right in the eye, gave me a black eye.
Wow, great job.
That's really smart.
It seemed like it might have hurt a little bit. So
how did we make
outside of like Rush Hour, do you have any favorite Jackie Chan movies, or even just like kung fu movies or kind of martial arts movies?
Yeah, I can't really think of any of them right now, but
have you ever seen Legend of the Drunken Master?
No, but I'd like
so
to.
good.
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Well, you've seen Ip Man.
Yeah, Ip Man or IP Man or whatever.
I still have to watch that.
Those are really fun.
And some fun ones is like Kung Fu Hustle, Enter the Dragon. That's a good one.
I used to own the entire library of Bruce Lee movies, like on VHS.
Really? I never really watched a lot of Bruce Lee movies. I did when I was a kid. I at least watched Enter the Dragon. That's the main one I remember.
I mean, they're not all great.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
And of course, you got the classics like Kung Pao, Kung Fu Hustle. You seen Kung Fu Hustle?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I've seen bits and pieces of Kung Pao.
You have to watch Kung Fu Hustle because it's very silly, but it's so good. And then probably one of my favorites is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
That movie is beautiful in every way.
With the tree jumping?
Visually, the action, the story's even great.
Ninja Warrior, or what was it? Ninja Assassin? It was just wild.
I haven't seen that one, but I heard it's so crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so gory and stupid. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
It's fun.
Yeah, because Jackie Chan was actually in Enter the Dragon. He was just like a thug in prison, though. But yeah, Jackie Chan's been working since 1962. He was a juvenile back then when he was working, but he's been around forever and he's still doing movies. I haven't seen any of his newer movies.
He's way too old.
No. Let's see, what was his last? Well, he's going to be in they're doing a new Kung Fu or Karate Kid or whatever. Or I guess that's already maybe come out. I don't know who even wants to. But he tried to make his comeback. What was that movie? I think he directed it himself, The Foreigner, in 2017. Apparently it was supposed to be really good.
I haven't seen it.
But yeah, so he's quite older then, but he still has it, god dang it. Yeah, well, let's hop into some of the fun facts. So the reason that Police Story had such a plain name was because every time Jackie Chan started a new project in Hong Kong, everyone else followed. For example, when Drunken Master 2 came out, every filmmaker started making drunken boxing movies.
Oh, great.
With Police Story, no one knew what to expect except a police movie. And at that time in Hong Kong cinema, no one had ever made a Kung Fu police movie before.
Nice.
Yeah, so essentially anytime he was making a movie, some like American audiences or somebody's like, it's time.
Great idea.
To do exactly what Jackie Chan's doing. It's funny that was happening then because whenever like movies that come out now, there's always like Asylum. Have you ever heard of Asylum Productions?
I don't know.
They essentially would make extremely low budget sci-fi movies based off like Pacific Rim had the movie Atlantic Rim. It's just really shitty CGI. It's like almost worse than original sci-fi movies. CGI like Sharknado and stuff. It's even worse than that type of CGI. It was like cartoons with people
it's
in
like
green screen.
When Deep Impact came out, fucking Dante's Peak was right behind it.
Yeah.
Or
and
Volcano.
You had Armageddon and whatever that other one that came out right with it.
Yeah.
And a lot of those things.
That was Deep Impact.
A lot of those things
came out at the same time.
And a lot of that is that one studio would hear that. I think with Deep Impact, they had that idea and the studio like refused it. And another studio said, well, we're doing Armageddon. And they're like, oh shit, we have to do Deep Impact quick.
It's a race to the finish.
But like with Asylum, the whole point of it was to confuse grandmas and parents. So when their kid asked for something like Pacific Rim, they'd go and be like, wait, what was the name? Atlantic Rim? Oh, let's buy it for them.
Oh.
And then they get it and their kids hate them for the rest of their lives.
Sneaky as hell.
Because they also did like Transformers movies like that. And so it's kind of funny that even back in the day, people were still trying to do that shit, trying to confuse people. Yeah, it's so funny. And then I only got really one more fact, and it's a long one. So this is about the amazing stunt at the end that they showed 3 times in a row. The pole thing.
Oh, the pool where he throws the woman off the building?
No, where he like grabs onto that pole with all the things.
Pole. I thought you said pool.
Yeah. Let's hear about how injured he got.
Oh, yeah.
So in an interview that's included with the film's Criterion release, Jackie Chan estimates that his crew had already been shooting in the mall for several months. By the time they got to the pole stunt, the police story production was under some degree of pressure from the mall to wrap up. By the time the pole stunt was set up, the sun had begun to rise because they were filming at night in the mall for everything. There was going to be a lot of broken glass to clean up before the mall opened in the morning. While Chan is somewhat infamous for taking the time to get stunts right, in this instance, there was a real sense of urgency. Chan and his team did not rehearse the stunt, and as if the stakes weren't high enough, there were no wires, crash mats, or safety nets to catch him.
Christ.
If Chan missed the pole, there would be nothing to catch him or break his fall. The original plan was to power the lights with low-voltage car batteries, but as they discovered on the day, the car battery just wasn't able to power the whole structure. So they plugged the lights into the sockets. This meant that the voltage of the building itself could potentially electrocute Chan.
God.
To assure Chan's understandable concern, the tech crew assured him that if anything went wrong, they would simply cut the power. Chan perched on the guardrail 6 floors above his final destination, a prop kiosk shielded by sugar glass, which is breakable glass.
Sure.
He told the crew that he would give a signal before initiating the stunt. Essentially said, when I nod, I'm going. Chan was, by his own admission, rather scared. A member of the JC stunt team snuck a good luck totem into Chan's pocket during a hug. As Chan tells it, a crew member mistook a nervous neck motion for the go signal. Someone shouted rolling, and the deathly quiet atrium filled with the motors of all 12 high-speed cameras. That amount of cameras coverage was exceptional at this time, especially within Chan's own filmography. But they only had one shot at it, and they only had 400 feet of film. Knowing this, Chan let out a scream and jumped. That was the scream he said. By Chan's estimate, the distance from the guardrail to the pole was about 8 feet, which he cleared without a running start from an unstable crouching position. During the descent, the string lights did not electrocute Chan, but they did have a different unforeseen effect. Incandescent light bulbs are hot to the touch.
Mm-hmm.
They can even ignite paper and certain kinds of cloth with direct contact. The heat coupled with the friction of the descent resulted in the second-degree burns on Chan's palms.
Fucking A.
The instant Chan hits the floor, he gets up and starts fighting. This is all the more impressive considering as Chan's relays in his autobiography, the impact of the fall dislocated his pelvis and caused a back injury that could have been paralyzing. As Chan tells it, his adrenaline was so high the stuntman he wails on had to tell him to stop. They wrapped the shoot and had a celebratory beer. At 6 a.m, Chan then made his way to Heart of the Dragon set where he promptly crashed.
God damn. I thought you were going to say he went to the hospital.
No.
Where he should have gone.
He just was like, I got another movie I have to do.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Man.
And so other than just the burns on his hand, Jackie Chan injured his 7th and 8th vertebrae and dislocated his pelvis on the pole slide when he crashed into the kiosk.
Fucking A.
And so when they were using the sugar glass, they had to make it twice as thick. They made it twice as thick so it looked like real glass. Which created a bunch of injuries on it. And the girl that plays Selena, she did all her own stunts, and she just doing a simple rolling over a table, she bruised her pelvis and stuff like that. So fun thing about Jackie Chan movies is they look great. The worst part about Jackie Chan movies is everybody always gets hurt.
Yeah. It's got to be impossible to ensure.
Yeah, I mean it's wild, but they just didn't care.
Have you ever seen the video of Jackie Chan watching? He's showing his granddaughter his movies or scenes from his movies, and she looks over to him. She's like, "Grandpa, you're awesome."
Yeah,
that was so sweet.
You're so cool. How do you do this?
Yeah, she's like, "I can't believe you did that."
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's kind of, when you think about growing up, especially at the time we did, we watched Jackie Chan movies, and he's kind of our first human superhero we actually saw,
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I mean,
because
there's like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
yeah, but even then, like
Before that.
he didn't even do all of his stunt. He would do the fights, but you know, you wouldn't see Jean-Claude Van Damme
Oh,
jumping
right,
off
right, right.
of
Yeah.
like 6-story things unless with no padding or anything.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
like
nobody
Jackie.
knew that back then, though. Like, well, I
Yeah.
didn't know that
Yeah,
stuff.
we didn't. Yeah, of course.
Like,
But it's
just
just
watching the bloopers.
it's kind of just crazy what he was literally doing just to entertain us. You got to respect it.
Man.
It's like those horses.
I know. Hey,
They're diving.
Jackie Chan should have teamed up with a horse.
Yeah.
Kung Fu horse.
Kung Fu horse. I'd watch that every day of my life.
And then that movie, the horse lives.
And then they could fight in Kung Pao, the cows that fight in that movie.
Oh, man, I have to watch that.
Yeah, you have to watch it. I can't believe it. I watched that a lot as a child.
I mean, I just started it. I was like, this is stupid. And I turned it off.
Wow, that seems so unlike you. It
was too stupid.
It's so up your alley, bro.
It was like, maybe I just didn't get it at the time.
Maybe we'll have to do like a commentary over it. Like just watch it.
I remember them saying like we trained him wrong to be funny.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And so what that movie is they take scenes from actual old kung fu movies and they just put him in it.
That's
kind of what they're doing. And they're overdubbing a lot of the actors from the old movies. Like there's this one girl in it. Every time he talks to her, she's like, ooh, you. I can't even do it. It's so ridiculous. And he's got a tongue that talks. It's great.
My mind will be much more open now.
Yeah.
Seeing it.
If you're just having a nice relaxing night
take a chance on.
So yeah, I think we should hop into the plot. And while we're going through the plot, make sure you think about, hey, what's the point of this movie?
And what hurt the most?
Yeah. And I think it's just a basic movie. So I think the point's just going to be to entertain. But think about what on a deeper level this movie could be about. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, you ready to get into Police Story?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I apologize for how I'm going to pronounce the names. I'm so sorry. I did not look up how to do it beforehand. I regret it.
No, we're just
terribly.
using AI. Yeah.
Yes. So the Royal Hong Kong Police Force is planning a major undercover sting to arrest crime lord Chu Dao. They call it Operation Boar Hunt. And I love during this whole scene, it's got this like just fucking guitar, just like, let's go. And it's so good compared to the rest of the movie score where it's like, right. So John Ko is Dao's right-hand man, Inspector Ka-Kui, or Kevin Chan, as they also call him, which I will be calling him.
Yeah, there we go.
I will just be calling him Chan. Is part of the operation alongside with other undercover officers stationed in a shanty town. It's like just made out of, looks like just plywood and just very thin.
Did they build the shanty town?
I would hope so, because it's no longer there after this.
That's true.
The entire shanty town is blocked off once Chan and his entourage enter the area, or Shudo, enters the area and completes a drug deal to buy drugs from his supplier. However, the criminals spot the officers from the earpiece worn by them. They got to get better earpieces,
This is 84, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably top of the line.
This is like, how about this? We just don't wear them then. And just be like, let's all just know when to go, okay?
Give us away immediately.
Then we see that Chow Do's girlfriend, Selena, is with him, and holy shit, this is hard to do.
Man, that's cool. Did they just let anybody go on these police things?
Yeah.
Without police training?
Well, Selena's there for, with the criminal, essentially, and she's just told to stay in the car. And then, the police show up, and then Jackie Chan grabs Selena and chains her to the steering wheel. But first she like slaps him, and then she's like, and spits in his face. And
yeah.
He slaps her, and is like, I'm going to spit too, to the side of you. And then but then everybody starts to notice that all the wires are there, and then a shootout ensues between the two groups. Several cops are scared of the intense gunfire. One guy shoots a mirror, and Jackie Chan helps many of them men remain calm and mount a resistance to the goons. Got the one guy that was shot the mirror. He like shoots a guy and just pees himself.
Yeah.
That's the guy that will later be known as Inspector Man. And then you got civilians. They're either fleeing the town or caught in the crossfire. Jackie Chan persists in his chase. The criminals are trapped because of the roads being blocked, so they just decide to blow through the shanty town with Jackie Chan following. They all make it down to the bottom, and Chan eventually following on foot as the drug lord attempts to escape in a double-decker bus. How great is the scene, though?
It was really fun.
When he's going down through there. How dangerous is that? So many people got hurt during that scene.
Oh, yeah.
There's people standing on roofs of like where the cars are coming through the building.
I'm sure lots of people died.
I remember when I first saw this, I was like, oh, so this is how we're opening the movie? What's going to happen later in the movie? But what a great idea. They're just like, hey, there's this town made of very thin plywood. What if we...
Made of sticks.
What if we drove
Tissue
3
paper.
cars through it? Well, what a great way to get away, you know? It's so fun.
This is a great idea. I love that they have double-decker buses.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had those in
Yes.
China.
And the fun does not end here. Because Chan manages to get in front of the bus by hopping on the back, riding on the side with an umbrella, even fighting men. While cars are passing by, he's running on top of the cars.
Yes.
He gets knocked down off the bus, though. He runs on foot to cut through all the winding roads and blocks the path with a civilian's car and his revolver. He fires his revolver, bringing it to a halt by threatening to shoot the driver with his service revolver.
The other guy had a knife to the driver's throat.
Yeah. Yeah, the criminal tries to bribe Chan with his briefcase of money to let him go, but Chan refuses. I love when the bus comes to a stop.
And
like
everybody flies out the window.
That's not how the stunt was supposed to go. It looks great, but they were supposed to stop and they were supposed to fly onto the car to break their fall, but they all went straight to the ground.
Yeah, he stopped too soon, probably.
Well, the air brakes were better than they thought they were.
Oh, yeah.
So as they were getting ready to jump out, the bus stopped too soon and they all fell on the ground.
I did like how when people were scrambling to get away, they're just jumping out windows.
Yeah, they're just like, let's get out of here. But what a fantastic way to open the movie, though, right?
That was so fun.
It's so great. It's just like, I wish I watched this as a kid because I kind of watched it as an adult. And I was just like, man, as a kid, I would be trying this stuff, man.
He does like the cool reload with his revolver.
Yeah. Which that revolver will have a big story, be part of the story later. So later, Chan is reprimanded by Superintendent Raymond Lee for letting the operation get out of hand, but subsequently presented to the media as a model police officer to please the police brass. Chan is asked to star in many promotional ad campaigns to help him recruit for the police force, posing on a motorcycle. It's like, open your eyes. Opens them really wide. Open your mouth. Wider. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, just act normal.
Just be yourself.
Yeah. Busting up someone doing drugs and on a boat.
Yeah.
It's like,
great.
What's that boat one?
He heads off the guy smoking opium or something.
Yeah, something like that. And then him on the boat with the little
the life jacket
the little sailor hat and everything. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So, and on his next assignment is to protect Chow Dow's secretary, Selena Fong, who is pressured to testify in court about Dow's illegal activities. I love this part because they bring in Chan and he's just like, they're like, all right, you're going to do it. And he's like, can someone else do it? And they're like, no, great. That's why I was like, oh, this is just going to be a really funny movie, actually. In reality, Lee had arranged this so he could keep an eye on Selena through Chan. As per the law, Lee was within his rights to assign protection to prosecution witness Selena. Chan is paid $30 a day. The rate has never been raised, apparently, so it's very low for just protecting someone and only getting $30 for the assignment.
It's like, bring your own wallet.
Yeah, bring your own wallet because your only bonus is $30. So Chan's senior inspector, Uncle Bill, Superintendent Lee, play a very smart game. He grants bail only to Selena and insists that she talks to him alone without the lawyer, Chae-young, who had come to bail Selena. Lee's plan is to give the impression that Selena has agreed to cooperate with the police in exchange for their dropping all charges against her, which is great.
Yeah, I thought that was really smart.
Because the lawyer leaves and they all just start getting up, just looking out the window, just like, yeah, we got nothing to do here.
You can go now.
Just trying to make her so confused that whenever she leaves and they're like, what did they say?
Like nothing.
Nothing. Really, I didn't say anything.
They didn't believe her.
And they're all like, well, you should probably die now. Such a smart idea.
Yeah.
Damn. So good.
I love
So
how annoying he is to her, though.
Yeah.
How he's following her around.
yeah, and then like she's annoying to him, he's annoying to her. It's like all great, and then he's gonna make every wrong decision possible. So Selena, now under the protection of Chan, goes shopping and continues about like nothing is different, much of the dismay of Chan. In the meantime, Cho's lawyer convinces Dao, who is still in police custody, to hire an assassin to get rid of Selena. He cannot believe that Selena agreed to testify against her, but knows that Selena has been with him for only a year. So it's like, yeah, get the fuck out of there, you know?
I know, like when they're at her apartment and he tries to scare her through the window.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so they just said, we just saw the scene where the boss, the gang boss, it says hire someone to kill her. And then you got this other guy. And then it turns out that he's working with Jackie Chan to like try to convince her to cooperate.
Yeah, essentially. So yeah, they get back to her apartment and she's like, you're not coming in.
Because that was the silliest death.
I know, it's so wild because he's just like peeking in the window and he's trying to scare her to be like, oh, I need the protection. So they hire this guy and he comes in with a mask on and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, I'm so close. Here it
He's
comes.
so bad at it.
I'm crawling on the ground trying to stab your leg. But it's so good.
Was that like I thought, are they being like serious right now? Is this supposed to be the real killer?
Because like he takes off the mask and he's like, oh no, hides it with a knife. And then like in his mask, there's all these feathers from the pillow and he's constantly having to blow them out. Great bit. Oh, this movie has so many good bits.
She knocks him unconscious and he has to pretend like he's not
and
keep fighting.
And even before that, like they're grabbing each other and they're just like kind of dancing. It's just to be like, oh, he's really getting me. And in between the whole time, they're like, all right, get out now. Then she calls the police and so they have to fight over to where the phone is like, hey, pull the cord out. And they do that. And it's so good.
I love all the vases she keeps smashing on them get bigger.
Yeah, they get bigger and bigger. It's such a good bit. And they do it in the rule of threes because it's one small one, a medium one, and then she grabs the giant one.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah. And she's just like trying to pretend to like get out. And it's great. And then she's like, she gets the phone. He's like, hold on, I'll make the call. Because he's like completely knocked out. There's no way to get him out. And he's like, all right, yeah. And then he's like, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. It's too dangerous.
It's because of her.
Yeah. And so it's just like, it's just to convince her to be like, no, I actually do need your help. Please don't run away. So then he's able to get her. It's like, all right, take my jacket. You don't need, because like she doesn't want to go change or anything. And so he's pretending to be very cautious out in the hallway, like looking over the corner and they get in the garage. And it's like the score is so silly during this point. It's great. But then they end up making it to the car. And as the two are about to drive away, they're ambushed by the actual villains.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is when
fight.
This is when it's amazing, right? It's like Jackie Chan's just doing his Jackie Chan shit.
Kicking people through
He's
windows.
flipping over cars. Cars are being destroyed like they're in a car crash. But it's just him throwing people into it or getting thrown into it.
Yeah.
It's the throwing someone through the windshield and then diving off a car to drop kick them while in the windshield. Metal.
Sweet.
It's good. Hey, good. That's all I gotta say. But then they're scared away when Selena threatens them with Chan's revolver, which she found in his jacket.
That's great. She puts it up to the guy's dick.
Yeah. It's like, nah.
And she freaks the fuck out.
And then like Chan's like, oh, this is serious. Like, we actually got to get out of here for real this time. So they get back in the car to drive to his place where Chan records Selena's confession. Selena says that Chow Dao was a friend of her father and had helped the family out when times were tough. So then they got together. And when Chan arrives at his apartment with Selena, he is surprised by his girlfriend, May, and her friends who are throwing a birthday party for him. But May becomes angry when with Chan after seeing Selena. Selena was only wearing lingerie and his
like
jacket.
PJs, right?
It's classic.
Silk pajamas.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
cake in the face.
Yeah,
once, twice, 3 times.
Rules of 3, baby. This movie does it. So one of Chan's friends, who also throws a cake in his face, goes and gets May. Selena was going to tell him May is back, but she tells her to not say anything. But of course, this makes things worse as he complains.
Trying to help you, Jackie.
Yeah, that May is.
Kevin.
As Chan says that May is a baby and will call crying and wanting him back. Still not noticing her, even though because he's got a towel over his head and she's just like behind him. Still not noticing her. May calls him from inside the house. He pretends she is crying and begging for him to come back, but he turns around and receives a third cake to the face. May runs out and he runs after her. Good bits.
Yeah, this is one of the funniest parts.
Yeah.
She's trying to save him.
Yeah.
She's like, don't you have anything nice to say about her?
He's like, nah, that bitch sucks. I'm going to have so many ladies kissing me after this. I'm Jackie Chan.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it is great. When I first watched it, I was like, I didn't realize this was
a comedy.
A hella good comedy, right? And it's just, it's kind of got the pace of a fight.
Yeah.
Right? Like an actual like kung fu fight because it's kind of quick. There's so much happening, like moving around and wrestling. And it's just great. And the facial, you got to like watch their faces because they're facial, especially the two girls because they're kind of slyly smiling at the same time. And it's like, oh, they were enemies 5 seconds ago. And now they're just like, I don't know what to do in this situation.
I wouldn't be if I was her. I would not be able to keep it together.
Yeah,
like, especially when he's on the phone and she's right behind.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, turn around. It's great, but the fun does not end because Shan later explains to May that Selena is a witness, but after much bumbling and embarrassment, causing her to leave the scene, such as pulling her off the moped.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Well, I don't think he meant to. I think he was just like, he's trying to stop her. And then he's like, he pulls her off. He's like, holy shit, I didn't know I could do that. And then she gets back on it and tries to drive off and he just lifts the moped up. And then she's like, let go. And he sets her down and she's just like bumbling all over the place with it. It's so good. Man, this May, you know what? Love her in the movie. You know, we know that he's a hero. He's a high stress job. And she's just like, I just love him, even though he keeps doing the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
It's classic. It's classic, couple stuff in movies, but it's great.
I thought, if I was her, I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed.
Yeah. But it's just like,
I don't know if I come back.
But then she ends up going to the trial. So, she knows it's supposed to all be, like part of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just such a good bit. I love it.
It was really funny.
So fun. Meanwhile,
the fucking trial. Why are they all wearing wigs?
Oh, wait, hold on.
What is going on?
Let's get there. Let's hold on. Meanwhile, Selena discovers that the attack at her apartment was a sham because she sees that the guy that was attacking her was in a police photo with him, and decides to slyly record over a confession about working with a Chow Dao. That's not how you Dao that took place in the car ride there. She pretends to sit on a cactus, knock water on him and herself, and starts to seduce him and tricks him to sleeping in his bed.
Such an idiot.
I know. Like she's like sitting on the cactus, like, oh, he's like, no, that's my favorite cactus.
That's my pride of joy.
And then as he's like bending down to pick it up, puts the water over his head. So when he lifts up and knocks it all over, she's like, oh, I'm so wet. He's like, oh, I can't sit on this couch. It's not comfortable enough. Maybe I can go into your bed.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure won't come back into the trial. So she goes to bed, and then he's like, oh, wait, this actually might be a thing. And she's like, oh, don't touch me, and goes and sleeps in his bed, and he has to sleep on the couch. Great bit.
Deserved it.
So many good bits. But while they're asleep, she sneaks away while Chan is sleeping and is not present at all for the trial the next day. And then he gets
won't she get arrested for not being there?
She
was subpoenaed.
Well, she knows that if she gets out of the situation, then her the boyfriend, the criminal, will protect her. So she's like, if I get away, the trial goes horribly, he'll know where I can stay to be protected.
Okay.
But yeah, he wakes up. He's like, oh, crap, I'm late for the trial. He can't find her. He goes. There's this guy trying to get in trying to parallel park, and Chan sees it first, and he goes, and he's perfectly turns it in. Awesome. That guy's like, yeah, you better run before I beat you up. And he's like, that was a hell of a parking job.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, it's obvious that they like pulled the car like towards the spot.
Yeah, I know. It's so obvious. It's so good. Then we get to the trial. The trial is going horrible because the defense lawyer is really good. Way better than the prosecution. The best witness they have is
his arguments are dog shit.
Yeah. Oh, this trial
is supposed to be funny.
I think so. I think it's supposed to be a bit. I don't know.
Because everyone looks goofy.
It almost seems like they're trying to make fun of like British and American trials, right? It seems like it might just be a joke towards like our the way our court systems work. So the best witness they have is Chan, but the lawyer is able to cause doubt at every turn. The prosecution is losing, but they still have the tape. But when they play it, it is recorded over.
I love how they
bring in
the big speakers.
Yeah, it's great. And like everybody kind of starts laughing because it sounds like they're about to have sex and stuff. And then we cut to Chu Dao. I know how to say it. Chu Dao. And he kind of looks like upset. It's like, wait, were they actually having sex? It made me feel bad for him for a second. But yeah,
she can't believe. I mean, at this point, she knows he's the biggest moron.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, he's obviously not taking everything as serious as he needs to.
He's obviously tricked to do all of this.
I do love at the beginning when Chan puts his hand on the Bible and stuff and like raises it and then waves at May. It's like so cute.
But surely they don't do that in China. Christianity's not even legal there.
That's why it makes it almost kind of seem like
it's kind of fun.
They're picking fun at people. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder if that's to get like American audiences for them to like understand what it is. To Chinese audiences, they're like, this is funny. To American audiences, we're like, this is how it should work. So though Chudo is released on bail, he wants revenge against Chan. His men say that Chudo should send Selena away with a one-way ticket because the case is not over, and if they find more evidence, they could lock him up. He can't flee because all his money is in evidence, and Chudo has a corrupt policeman helping him to get his revenge on Chan. Yep. I just love it that Chudo does not want to kill Selena, but at every turn, someone in his like posse or whatever is constantly like, do you want me to kill her?
Yeah.
And they're all like, you can find a woman anywhere. There's plenty of attractive ladies everywhere.
That's the way most movies play it.
Yeah,
now.
But that's what I kind of like about this villain is that he actually likes this girl.
Yeah, he's like taking care of her.
Yeah, and it never seems like he at any point he wants to do almost anything that he's doing, except for if it involves the police, he's very willing to kill them. Yeah.
But like drugs in China is a huge thing. They will execute you.
Yeah.
If you have drugs in China.
It definitely probably is lightened for audiences, you know.
Maybe that's what's supposed to make him the evil guy. He's got drugs.
He's got the drugs, which is the worst thing you could do.
He's also the coolest guy around.
Yeah,
because he's got all the drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody loves this guy. So Chan steps in cow poop and dances. Moonwalks it off. Music is really silly then. I was like, is this about to start playing Michael Jackson? We learn he's been transferred to a different town because of his failures. And it's definitely a small town. There's cows just everywhere. He is stuck at the office alone. May calls, but all the phones all of a sudden start ringing. There's like a girl that's being beaten by a husband.
And one's getting raped.
And
one lost
a cow. It's all played for laughs. It might be the thing that ages the worst at the end. And it's like something about like the girl got raped like a year ago. And he's like, why are you just now pronouncing it now? And he's like, oh, do they have pills for this? And I'm like, what is this scenario? Is there something being missed in translation here? And like May this whole time is trying to have a conversation with him about like, hey, we got to meet the mom or my mother. You have to pick the place. And then eventually somehow she hears that Chan says, hey, you need to take morning after pills, essentially. And she's like, my mother doesn't need these pills, and hangs up. But this is so good. This whole thing, it's so cool. Yeah. How can you just do that, right?
You shouldn't.
I mean,
you should just answer one phone
How can you be that talented that you can just do all this stuff with these phones and not get like he's tangled up, but you know he's just so good at maneuvering them and like him kicking the pencil and
that was great.
Catching it and just like putting the wrong phone on the wrong receiver. And then he's like he hung up one, but the one on the receiver is still there, and he's like, I'm so confused. Good bit.
That was really funny.
So
and he's trying to eat his soup with the pencil.
Yeah,
he eats the erasers.
He's got his ramen. And he unhooks all the phones. He's like, I'm the best police officer ever. Then it takes 2 pencils, eat the erasers. He's like, there's one phone that rings in the captain's office, and he goes and he like stumbles and falls over, answers it. It's like, oh, this is the phone company. This is a test. And he's like, so good. So. And then we see he's going to meet May. He makes things worse by ditching her when his friend Snake Eyes calls, saying that they are going to kill Selena. But Snake Eyes was told to say that to get Chan there. And there's this whole bit between May and Chan where his parking brake doesn't work, so he has to hold the car while he's talking to her. And he tells her to hold it while he goes and runs and talks on the payphone, and then she just like does not care, and the car almost hits him. So good. It's like this movie just like constantly has jokes, and it's wild.
Yeah, they're pretty good jokes.
Yeah.
Especially for 1984.
Yeah. And then Chan finds and frees Selena, but is attacked by several Chudo's men. When fellow police inspector man is what they call him, arrives, he reveals that he had been working with Chow Dao, and thus Selena's capture was merely a ruse to trap Chan.
No.
And to Inspector Man's grim surprise, the plan is also to include Dao's men killing him with Chan's gun to frame him for murder. Doing so, Chan is able to run out with Selena, throwing her off the building, letting her escape. Yes. But he is captured and left in a field, drugged, essentially.
Oh, man.
I love when he just throws her off. It's like, whoa.
He's like, trust me, bro.
Yeah, it's like, yeet. So fun, though. I would love to be thrown off a thing into a pool, though.
No way, man.
I'd love it.
I'd be so scared.
You never just jumped off
I have.
Jumped off a roof into a pool?
How did we make it to
I don't know,
this
man.
late in age?
Kids will never understand how great it was without supervision. It's a kid
man,
in the
it's
90s.
the best. But then you can actually hurt yourself. Like I hurt my neck pretty bad at a pool.
Really?
They had a high dive over 8 feet of water.
Yeah.
And I went straight to the bottom and like hurt my neck. I hit it so
Ouch.
hard I had paint on my teeth, like blue paint from the bottom of the pool.
Hey, Jason, don't do that, bro.
I think that's why I can't turn my head all the way, like over here.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I went to sit down next to my dad. He's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, nothing.
Honestly, I can't tell you. You're going to be so mad if I told you. Yeah. I was doing so much stupid stuff. You have no idea. So funny. So Bill Cho tries to tell Superintendent, I think it's Superintendent Lai, that he is innocent, but Lai doesn't believe it. Chan calls May and takes her bike and goes to the police station. Now a fugitive cop killer, Chan must try to catch Chu Dao and clear his name, taking his superintendent as hostage in order to escape custody, and pops off on him, saying all he does is sit in office while they risk their life. It's like if someone dies, all it means for you is paperwork and a bow at a funeral. Hell yeah. Though he soon lets his superior go free.
That chief of police or his sergeant.
What a great little scene. You got to see Jackie Chan like actually like act hard.
Yeah.
And it was like, because all of a sudden it got serious and I was like, I'm fucking in it now. Let's go, Jackie. Let's get him.
He's tired of this shit.
Let's take down everybody. But yeah, it was what a great little scene. Just like all of a sudden, all the frustration like these Chinese cops may have, like in real life, comes out on this one guy. Yeah, it's funny. Like he comes out and there's all the cops in the room, and they're like, "He's like, put your hands on the desk." And everybody's like, "Get the sharpshooters out and everything." But then like he just drives a little bit and then lets the superintendent go, and he's like, "It's like I was never gonna hurt you." And he's like, "Yeah, well, I also believe you, but I can't act like I do." So, and he's like, "Oh," it's like, "Once I get back, I'll send people after you, so you better hurry." And it's like classic stuff we always see in movies, but it's done really well here.
Like you have to succeed or you're going to go to jail kind of thing.
Essentially, yeah. It's like, I got to do my job still. But no, it was like a really fun, good scene. Cool. And it got a little tense for a second, which was kind of something we needed because this movie was so silly and like, the action has been so bombastic a little bit. So it's like nice to get like this real like shit. Like things are dark now. He's being framed for murder. We saw this guy die who was just needing money and I don't know. It's great. So now Chan is on the hunt. He goes to Snake Eyes to get info after using a forklift to like trap a guy behind the wall, which is great. And I was like, we could do that at work.
Probably would have crushed him maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, probably be dead.
Whatever, it's a movie.
Yeah. And then he goes to meet May outside the shopping mall, and he's just like sitting there waiting at the mall, and we got a serious Chan now because he's like
all bruised up.
Yeah, and he looks rad.
Yeah.
Then May's just like, I'm scared. This has been quite a couple days for me.
She's like, why am I here? Yeah. This looks dangerous.
It's like, I have a feeling I'm going to be important to the plot, though, so I better stay. So Selena goes to Chu Dao's office at a shopping mall to download incriminating data from Chu Dao's computer system. Chu Dao
To be
notices
fair,
this.
she's not downloading anything. She's printing it, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have flash drives.
Yeah. Printing the information.
With a really slow printer.
I can't help it. We're in this century now. This is how we talk.
I know the guy's like, someone's stealing my data.
Yeah, because
man, she's using a printer.
I guess like he can just like tell that it's all been going through from another computer.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm sure that existed back then.
Maybe, probably. I don't
know. But yeah, so he notices it, and he and his men rush to the shopping mall to intervene. Chan and Mei who are monitoring Chu Dao's activities, follow. In ensuing carnage, Chan defeats all of Chu Dao's henchmen. And they're destroying the mall, essentially. There's a baseball bat fight.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is great. This is where he's got the little clothes hanging rack, and he's throwing it around. Everybody's getting thrown all over the place. There's so much broken glass.
Yeah, everything's falling down.
They're just like, how can we cause destruction? Break every glass in the building.
I know there was one point where he jumped. There's like a shelves behind him, and he did a flip.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, and he only knocked off one little picture. I feel like
it's this slow motion flip, and it feels like he was supposed to go into the rack.
Wall and knock everything down.
And then he didn't, and it's like, well, that's a bummer that it didn't fall down
comes behind
immediately.
Him and goes,
Fuck you, shells. You're not getting out of this fight so easily. Because they do the slow motion flip, and it's like, that's all we're doing the slow motion for? So it seems like they probably only had one take to do, and it didn't work, and the other guy's like, It's good. But I love that he's like fighting off 5 men.
Yeah.
But what's great about these fight scenes with all these people, they're all attacking at once. And it's something that doesn't happen in like old action movies, right? It's always one-on-one. But it's like a thing that happens in all the Kung Fu movies, like they always kind of get attacked at the same time a lot of times.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go.
And I think the fun of that is because, with their fighting style, there's a lot of like absorbing hits and things. And so whenever you see him take the hits, you can see his posture change and everything. And it makes you want to punch stuff.
You want to learn Kung Fu.
Yeah. And it's just, it's like, it makes it believable that this guy can do this.
Yeah. I mean, and there are some people who can do legitimately fight out, like defend themselves against multiple, like surrounded by multiple attackers.
Well, shoot, half of them become stuntmen and join the movies. It's great. Sweet. We see them actually do it on screen. Then we see Selena. She gets a baseball bat, hits a guy, and then she kind of gets thrown everywhere. And then one guy, he kind of neutralizes one of the guys, and then a different guy jumps on a motorcycle, and he's like, it's time to up the ante of this fight. Drives a motorcycle at him. But then Jackie Chan does all these dope ass moves, gets on the motorcycle, and drives him through a bunch of glass. And it's like, people are dying at this point.
Yeah.
I know it's sugar glass, but it's still probably stabbing people.
It could still cut you, I guess.
And then after I say all that, in my notes I put, hell yeah. So fun. We're going to have to do more Jackie Chan movies.
That was amazing. Yeah, I love Jackie Chan movies.
So the briefcase containing the computer data falls to the ground of the floor of the mall. But Chu Dao retrieves it after attacking Mei, because Mei tries to get it, and they throw her downstairs, and then they kind of push her around and beat her a little bit. And it's like, don't you fucking touch Mei. So Chan at the top of the floor.
Oh no.
He gets the idea. I need to get down there fast. What should I do? Should I slide down this pole?
Bring me a horse.
Yes. So he slides down a pole wrapped in light bulbs to the ground of the floor, and he falls through some glass, and then on a kiosk, and he catches Chow.
Breaks his body.
Yeah. But the rest of the police force quickly arrives to prevent him from further taking matters into his own hands. Selena attests to them that Chu killed Inspector Man, and the evidence of his crimes is in the briefcase. So yeah, when he goes down the pole, did you expect to see it 3 straight times in a row?
No.
They're just
so awesome.
This is a dope stunt. You guys don't understand how dangerous this was. So you're getting it 3 times because he almost died. I think we need to normalize this in movies.
Hurting our actors.
Well, no, if there's a crazy realistic stunt that someone did, I think we should, and it's that wild, show it 3 times.
They did do it kind of like in
Face Off.
Yeah, Face Off and shows like what's his fucking face?
I mean, John Wick should be doing this.
Yeah.
When he does an awesome stunt.
But it's usually only in really cheesy thing, movies and shows.
But
like Chuck Norris, that's what I was when he's the Texas guy.
Yeah, Texas Ranger.
Texas Norris.
Texas Norris. Hell yeah.
They used to do that shit all the time on that show.
But yeah, I mean, what a stunt. So great. Do you prefer this stunt or the car stunt at the beginning in the town? I kind of actually think the car stunt at the beginning is so insane looking and the way it's filmed is so great. And it's just like, wow, chaos everywhere.
Yeah, I think so. I think the car one was really cool.
Even though this one is the one that scares me the most.
It's very scary.
It's like, dude, he just, especially after learning how he did it, it's like, you just did it. There's nothing to protect you.
It just makes me feel bad for him.
Yeah.
For hurting
It's like,
him.
wow, hey, thanks, man. You made a great movie, though.
He should have his fellow officers bring crash pads wherever they go. Just for him.
Yeah. So, Chu's defense attorney shows up and accuses the police of misconduct. And you just see Jackie Chan just like, God, take it! I just want to kill everybody. So he ends up beating up the lawyer. And then he's like, Chow, come here. And just lays into his stomach. And it's so satisfying.
He punches him like 30 times.
I know. And the guy's like, oh. And then hits him into a shopping cart, and pushes him into some glass.
How is he not pooping his pants? Being hit in the stomach.
Right?
So much.
I can't. His body's like, I don't know what to do. I'm just stunned at the moment. But he's stopped by all the other policemen. Tons of, and essentially they all win. Justice is served.
Yeah, it was great. It was sergeant, police, the lieutenant wrote there. He was like, "Oh, this paperwork's gonna suck."
Yeah.
He's like, "What paperwork? I didn't say shit."
Yeah, you're right. We'll do it We'll do the paperwork together then.
He loves paperwork,
and that's it. The end. And then you see all the stunts being performed, and it's great. Like you kind of see it, like how they did it. Yeah, it's great.
Jackie Chan was so young in this movie.
I know. Yeah, and like he's got so much career left. It's crazy.
So many more faces to kick.
So many times that he's gonna get hit with a ladder in his face. I can't remember whichever the one is where it's like a very snowy movie. Because I remember he's like the way he's dressed and like they're like skiing and stuff. And there's this one ladder bit where he does so much shit with a ladder, man. It rules. I wish I could remember which one it is.
I remember Rush Hour 2 when they're in Las Vegas. He tries to like jump through a tiny little window.
Yeah.
He's still like where they hand out the chips.
Yeah.
And he just keeps busting ass over and over and over trying to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
The movie I was talking about is Jackie Chan's First Strike. I remember that was I think that was one of the first ones I've watched him in.
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's all I remember is there's a part where he's like fighting with a ladder. And then I remember seeing the bloopers and I was like, ouch, dude. Jesus, ladders hurt when they hit your face, you know?
I've never been hit by a ladder. You know?
Me and my friend Richard, you know, we liked wrestling and ladder matches.
Ladder fights?
So we, on a trampoline, would hit each other with ladders.
That's
softly, you know, like, But then there was times where we're just like the point where we're gonna like lay one of us on a ladder and then like jump on us. Just even because like I know it's like, oh, it won't hurt that bad. And I'll fake the like hit. And I just go and sat him down or he sat me on the ladder, like on my back. And I was like, we can't do this. If you just jump while I'm on this ladder, it's going to hurt my frail boy body. But anyways, Jason, what's the point of Police Story?
I don't know. It's kind of a fun watch.
Don't talk bad about your girlfriend.
I guess. Maybe just, don't try to impress everyone.
Take your job seriously. Because he does a great job when he starts taking the job seriously.
He gets real angry.
He wins.
Yeah.
But before all that, he was kind of being nonchalant about everything and he lost.
And you can punch your way out of any problem.
Yeah. And just, you got to learn how to keep your love life and your work life separate.
Your punch life and your love life.
Yeah. No, I think the point is just to make a hell of a good movie. Action movie. Fun action movie.
Yeah, I feel like it stood up,
Yeah. And that justice always fucking wins.
Yeah.
Or better.
Every time.
It needs to. Please, justice always win.
And our court system, that we need to bring back the wigs, I think.
We do. That's the one thing that we did not keep from our
it just makes everything so
became
much
America
more fun.
versus London. Because that's what they do in England. They wear their silly little wigs.
I love that shit.
Here we're just like, we'll just put the robe
too
on.
Good for wigs.
We'll put the robe on and we'll just put innocent people in
We
prison.
cured syphilis. We don't have to wear wigs anymore.
Now our hair doesn't need the protection. No.
We don't have as much lice.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to hear next category. The good, the bad, the ugly, fine. It's where we discuss the good of the film, something that we like. The bad, something we didn't like. The ugly, something that didn't age well. And the fine, something that did age well. The good is pretty easy. Jackie Chan is just really good action star and very likable.
Yeah, and I thought they did a really good job with the comedy.
Yeah.
And
Fantastic.
it was sometimes a little overly silly, but most of the time it was genuinely funny.
Yeah. I mean, I think the mesh between like the seriousness and the comedic parts, I think it meshed really well.
Yeah.
And you
got to see Jackie Chan's butt.
Yeah.
For the first time.
I'd never seen his butt.
Never seen it.
Like I had to pause for a minute.
Just admire it.
Had to put a fan on me. I was like, whoo.
I declare.
For the bad, to me, it's like sometimes the score is what made it too silly.
Oh, for
like
sure.
It's like, you don't need the music. We know it's supposed to be funny. But that's all it had for the bad. Nothing really.
Yeah, I don't really have anything bad. I mean, maybe a more evil villain, but it was, I don't know.
What I kind of liked about it is that he wasn't. It almost seemed like sometimes
it fit the movie that he wasn't.
It doesn't
so
seem
evil.
like he would have been a killing, sadistic person, but it was just. He's I just have to do it to get past the law.
The movie wasn't serious enough for him to be like that. It would have been way too serious.
But
I guess
he was willing to kill, but he never wanted to kill. It was just the law was forcing him to kill. Which and it's just like, well, just don't do that either.
All that to say,
you're just making it worse.
And I'm wrong. Yeah.
You're wrong and you're right. The ugly, I put he's kind of bad at his job.
Yeah.
Until he decides to be serious and good at it.
I think some of the stunts didn't really age that well, in my opinion. But
which ones?
We've come a long way.
Oh, like the pole thing?
Well, not just that, but like I don't know, some of the fight scenes, like the props and stuff. I don't know. You know, some of it just didn't seem like. Of course, it's not realistic, but like, I feel like sometimes when they were trying to be serious with a stunt, ended up being silly.
Yeah,
too.
like I mean, just even with the pole showing it 3 times was kind of a silly decision.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll have to disagree a little bit. I thought like the stunt. I thought it all kind of looked great.
Maybe there weren't enough stunts.
Yeah,
maybe that's what.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do understand like with the cactus and stuff like that and the drain.
Oh, yeah, well, that was intentional.
Intentionally funny. But it's like, okay, what are we doing here? But like, I loved it. Every second of it. It was great bits. For me, I already said he's kind of bad at his job. And if he was a better police officer, this movie would have been 20 minutes long.
Or a better boyfriend.
Yeah. The fine. I just put like Jackie Chan's old movies, man. Yeah, like honestly, when he got
haven't seen many of them.
Once he became to America and started doing kind of Rush Hour, like after the first Rush Hour, like his American stuff wasn't that good. Like Shanghai Nights and stuff like that. It's just like kind of hurt his career a little bit, and he eventually just went back to China and did all his movies there.
Shanghai Nights the one with Owen Wilson?
Yeah,
I kind of liked that.
I liked it as a kid. I haven't seen it as an adult. But you could just tell that like he almost became a bit of himself.
Right.
Like it's just like,
it could have had something to do with American racism towards Asian people.
Because the movies just became like, oh, we're doing a characteristic of Jackie Chan now.
We've got an Asian guy.
Yeah, and it's like always like, hey, you know what's funny about this situation? You don't speak good English. And it's like,
yeah, I know. That's
but then when you watch these old like movies of his, it's like, take this motherfucker serious.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Though Rush Hour is kind of a really great, perfect film.
Yeah.
The smart thing of that is like you have like 2 people of color. And it's just like
that's great.
That's what makes it like work more than versus like, wow, I'm Owen Wilson, Jackie Chan. I can't understand the words coming out of your mouth. Wow. I'm a cowboy. You're a Chinese man. Wow. We're stuck in this scenario with each other. We don't get along well. Wow.
That's a good one. That's a good impression.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's gonna be in my. I'm gonna have to clip that and make that on social medias. All right. So that's the end of that category. Now we're going to move to our double features where we recommend a movie to go alongside this movie. Jason, did you have anything?
Well, I mean, you could always say something like Rush Hour.
Yeah, of course.
I miss Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are fucking hilarious together.
Yeah. One of my favorites of his, it's also directed by Jackie Chan. It was co-directed with him and another name I just won't be able to say, but it's essentially the guy, he gets drunk and he becomes an amazing
That's the Drunken Master guy?
Legend of Drunken Master. When he drinks, he becomes like this, he's got this weird like
Yeah,
type
that-
of kung fu, or he's like,
I mean, I
he's
think that's an
swaying and
actual
drunken.
style of fighting.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it's so fun to watch people do it.
Because after I watched it, I was like, I gotta look this shit up. This is great. And the movie's just T to be good.
Yeah.
It's like
Hell yeah.
it's
I remember
might be my favorite.
I've seen only like one clip of him, like he's like people are trying to hit him, but he's swerving. He's swerving, can't hit him, and then he just like leans back, takes a big chug of some drink, and he comes back up, and just bops him with it.
I know, it's so good. Jackie Chan is so talented. Golly. Yeah, if you haven't seen Legend the Drunken Master, it's funnier than this movie, and like the action's probably a little bit better. It's just it's about the same length. I mean, honestly, I think Drunken Master is kind of a masterpiece, the movie we just did is a masterpiece, just not as much of a masterpiece in my eyes. I don't know. It's just the Drunken Master is a little bit more sillier.
Yeah.
So if you don't want a more silly movie, then that's not the thing to do. But yeah, that's our episode. Oh, did you
ever play the?
Oh, you said Rush Hour. That's right.
Oh yeah, Rush Hour.
Go ahead.
One of the Rush Hours. Pick one.
The first one. The other ones are. Okay.
There was a video game that featured. It was a fighting game like Mortal Kombat style,
Mhm.
but it would feature the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh,
Have you played that?
no, I haven't.
It
Is that
was-
Soul Calibur?
No, no. It was so good, and each member of the Wu, because there's a lot of Wu-Tang Clan members,
Yeah.
but they all had their own fighting style. And Old Dirty Bastard was the drunken fighting style,
Hell
like the
yeah.
drunken monk fighting style. It was always my favorite.
Yeah.
It was such a.
I'm
It was a
gonna-
hard
I'm
game.
gonna look at that.
It was-
All fighting games to me are hard.
It was so hard, but it was so fun.
I'm gonna look this up. Oh, Shaolin Style.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that game. Looks terrible.
It probably is.
PlayStation 2, baby. Everybody trying to get on that Tekken and Street Fighter in Mortal Kombat. All right. Now that concludes our episode on Police Story. Hey, Jason, I think, I'm about to go on vacation to Florida. This is our last episode. We're doing this in August, and you'll hear it from 2 weeks from when we're recording. And when I get back from vacation, usually we take it around, if we take one around August and it goes into September, when we get back, it's officially Halloween in our house.
Yay.
So that means it's officially Halloween after this episode on our podcast.
And in our hearts.
So it's time for 5 to 6 weeks of horror movies.
Yeah.
Because it's the best genre movie ever. And we're going to do a movie that we promised we were going to do before, but we had to cancel it. We're finally going to do probably my favorite zombie movie, Return of the Living Dead.
Yes.
Reverberates. So good. Zombies talk, baby. It's punk rock zombie time.
Oh, no.
Woo. I hope you like Acid Zombie Rain. I hope you like dogs cut in half that's still moving. I hope you like, that's a good question, Bert. We literally named our cat after the character, Bert. Oh, it's so good. We're going to have Dakota on. I hope we can get all the scheduling right, and we're going to fucking knock it out. But yeah, so join us next week. It's officially Halloween season. Sorry if you don't like scary movies. It's my favorite genre, so we always do more than just 4 weeks of horror movies. So we're going to do 6 to 7. We're also eventually going to start doing special episodes, potentially. Not guaranteeing it. Just depends how much time we have to record over the next few weeks. We're going to do a bit where in the VHS movies, the anthology movies that started in the late 2010s, we're going to do segments of those movies because they're just done in like little 20-minute segments. And on like maybe Wednesdays or Thursdays, we'll release an episode just over one segment, and we'll do it throughout the Halloween season. Because I want to do the VHS movies, but I feel like it'd be more fun to talk about each segment separately. So we can really dive into like the director that directed it and stuff. And, maybe at the end we'll rank the segments and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Cool. So make sure you join us next week for that. We probably won't start the VHS stuff next week, but the week after we probably will, because we have to end it before Halloween, because we also have to film an extra episode on Halloween 3, our commentary on it.
Ooh.
We also have to do that. Holy shit, we may be doing too much now. But yeah, join us next week for Return of the Living Dead, baby. Dakota's coming on. Leave us some fan mail. In the description, we have a link that you can click, and you can just text us some fan mail, or at the bottom, we recommend at mailbag. We recommend mailbag@gmail.com. Also, leave us a review. If you like Police Story, say, thanks for recommending Police Story. Everybody should listen. And then I'd like to thank Joey Prosser for our intro and outro. You can follow him on X at Mr. Joey Prosser. And this has been the We Recommend podcast. I've been Jesse.
I've been Jason.
And bye.
Bye.
More bye.